pay my bill.
Your account is already paid in full.
Oh, yeah, in that case, back to vacation mode. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and
Voice-enabled bill pay. Just a tap away on the Geico app.
What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about an Advanced Warfare mission I was secretly shown while at E3. I got to go into this small kind of theatre room and I was shown some missions that haven't actually been shown to the public yet, not including the induction mission in Seoul that we've already seen. But I've been to a lot of events and talked to a lot of people. As you guys know, I've already made a video about another mission not yet shown off called Biolab. There'll be an annotation on screen and a link in the description if you want to watch that video and if you want to hear all the details about that also never before seen mission. I'm also going to be constantly uploading videos, sharing this info with you guys, and there's even more to come, including multiplayer information I have, because I've actually seen Advanced Warfare multiplayer gameplay, believe it or not. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video, and remember to give the video a like if you enjoy it and find it informational. But this mission is called Collapse, and it basically takes place on the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, of course. This mission hasn't actually been shown off to the public yet, just a very few media people like myself, and hopefully you guys really appreciate this exclusive info you won't find anywhere else. I'm allowed to actually tell you guys about it, which is really cool, and obviously I don't have any gameplay of it because there isn't any yet, so this is going to be kind of like my description of the mission, and I actually took some notes on my phone while watching it of everything so I saw and I could get as much detail for you guys as possible. But when relevant, I'll put parts of gameplay up on the screen. We do have some kind of trailer footage from this actual Golden Gate Bridge mission, so I'll be putting that up kind of corresponding with what I'm saying if relevant, because we do actually have some parts of these scenes in this mission were shown off in original trailers and videos like that. So you start off actually driving, and you basically are driving this very large vehicle, kind of military vehicle, and it's got this kind of smart windscreen on it, so you can see all kinds of information on the actual dashboard of it. And the people they're chasing in some kind of van, which is some sort of a threat, and when the people drive past them, they kick into action and you start chasing them through this tunnel. Loads of cars, loads of traffic, you're kind of weaving through them, and you're actually driving yourself, so you're actually controlling where you go, so it's pretty intense. You got to kind of keep you around the road, and you go into oncoming traffic at some points, and you're basically driving through this tunnel which is on the way to the Golden Gate Bridge. And then you start putting out this like massive weapon that's actually mounted to the top of your vehicle, and it's got this kind of energy weaponized feel to it, and it shoots these blue pulses, these really crazy futuristic stuff, these blue energy focused weapons at the vehicles. And there's also, he's got kind of henchmen that drive around, you got to take them out as well. But ultimately you're chasing this vehicle. Eventually your vehicle crashes and does a lot of flips, ends up on its roof, and you're kind of like trapped inside it. But with your exosuit you're able to kind of like use your strength to punch or kick through the door, can't remember which one, but the door goes flying off. That's kind of like an example of how strong you are in this game. And then the first bit of FPS gameplay starts, and you have this kind of SMG which looks very similar to a PDW or a kind of P90 type magazine. It kind of reloads off the top of this magazine, off the top of the weapon comes out, and you start shooting through this highway on the lead up to the Golden Gate Bridge, where there are pedestrians leaving their cars, they're running around you, and you've got to try to shoot them. And then there's a bunch of Atlas enemies shooting at you using cars for cover. It's kind of like a typical Call of Duty scene that you would expect, except at one point you do a super kick to a guy, which is really epic. I remember that point. You kind of combine your super boost and a melee. I assume, I'm not sure exactly how the buttons will work, but I assume you just do a jump and then a melee, and if there's a guy in sight, then you can actually do this really epic kick right into him. And I believe there's a part from the trailer you can see right here as well for that. But your SMG actually has a pretty interesting system to it. It's got this dual reflex type sight, which you've seen a lot before, and you can actually toggle the magnification between like really zoomed in and your pretty much standard red dot sight. It's very much like a VMR or thermal sight in Ghost, how you can switch them on the fly. And the cool thing about this actual weapon was that the red dot sight was actually red normally, but it turned orange when you were actually hovering over an enemy, which is interesting. I believe it was that. I couldn't tell exactly. I was trying to kind of analyze and see as much what was going on, but it seemed to turn orange when you were looking over an enemy, or maybe it was when you were landing hits on an enemy it turned orange, but that was definitely the case, which is kind of like a neat little feature for the actual red dot sight, kind of give you a bit more accuracy and let you know when you're landing hits on someone. And then you make your way onto the Golden Gate Bridge itself, so you're actually fighting on it, and you put out a laser weapon, the EM1 Quantum, which we've seen before, and you start shooting drones, as you can see here. And then something really crazy happens. It kicks into slow motion, which I talked about in my video a few days ago, and this actually ability for your exosuit, which basically works so fast, and it works like really fast to process a lot of stuff, so it appears as if you're in slow motion because your exosuit is working so fast. That's the explanation I got from Mitochondria of how the slow motion actually works. And while you're in slow motion, you pull out this grenade launcher similar to the one that you saw in this gameplay right here. It's the exact same grenade launcher, and you shoot down a helicopter, and also you start shooting at a bunch of kind of people and also little drones that are flying around. But the shooting was really cool in slow motion. When you go slow motion, there's this kind of blue tint, almost identical to the kind of blue tint you get when you're Michael in GTA 5 and you go into slow motion to shoot people. The screen has this blue tint to it, and you're in slow motion, everything's going slow, and while you're shooting, it looks really cool, because you can see the full firing action of your weapon, your assault rifle, and the bullet casings are coming out one by one really slowly out the side. You see the gas propelling each one, so it looks really cool. That actually works on tiny details like that while in slow motion. And just like the induction mission, you rip off a car to use as cover, but this time you actually throw it at a drone, which is pretty cool. So you can use car doors as weapons in this game. Probably just a single player thing, but a very cool little gimmick that you can actually throw car doors at people. And let's get forward to a bit that use it in the interest of time. And then the van that you're looking for is actually parked in the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge, and you and your squad mate have them surrounded, and someone actually arrests the driver and takes them away, and then you go up to the back of the van, slowly approach it to open the doors, expecting some sort of bomb to be on it, because some kind of terrorists and think, and then just as you're about to open them, they burst open, this rack of drones come out, just like you can see here in the trailer footage, and all these drones fly out of this rack, and each one attaches to the support cables holding the actual bridge. They all blow up, and the bridge can't support itself, the tension kind of beams can't support itself, and it collapses, it snaps in half, all the cars start flying into the water, and it's a really dramatic Call of Duty scene. And you even like start clinging onto the police officer who's about to fall down, but you manage to catch him, and obviously with your super strength of the exosuit, you're able to easily hold him, and you can like fling him back up, and then your squad mates like use super jumps right over to you to come and help. And that's basically where the mission ends. Remember to give the video a like rating if you did enjoy it and found it informational. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. What are your thoughts on Advanced Warfare so far? What are you excited for? What you anticipate? And obviously we're all waiting for multiplayer, which is coming very soon, hopefully at Gamescom in August. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.